Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a realistic, ultra low budget YouTube setup. This is not a fancy setup, and there's some things that in my heart I feel like, you know what, I really don't want to share this. It almost makes me nervous to share, like what's on the whiteboard, but then I remembered we have to get with the modern trend on YouTube, which is authenticity and sharing stuff, and it doesn't have to be over edited, which is actually a good time because that's kind of my style. I don't like all those, you know, fancy edits. I like to just talk and talk and talk and go on and on, but let's get to the point. Let's start the tutorial. Okay, so number one, we have in this book, which I'm going to save for another day. This is my year planner where I set my goals and my weekly reviews and everything. And I'm gonna save this for another video, so subscribe for that because it's its whole own topic. Now number two, a book I bought a few years ago. I'm gonna go through my desk and then we'll get to the technical stuff. Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, the underground playbook for converting your online visitors to lifelong customers. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, with my channel, there's no secret. I have bills to pay. I want to make money. So I will eventually be selling some type of, I don't know, maybe a course, maybe just things. I might change my niche up a bit, we'll see. But of course I give a lot of content for free as well. Candle, keep it nice. Now I'm filming on my iPhone, but I have a little lavalier microphone. This is and by the way, this is like great. Audio-Technica, about like 10 years old on Amazon. ATR3350, it's on, it records right into the camera. I'm looking to upgrade to something more modern, wireless, connects with the iPhone and everything. So that way, and with onboard recording too, so it'll just make everything a bit easier than having to sync it after. Now we have the whiteboard. What's up here, I'm gonna save for last. This is some color things and the font that I use for my videos, kind of just the brand. It's not really the same all the time. A notepad where when I have video ideas, I write down, and here's one video idea. So stop chasing views, chase this instead, and that's a short. So I actually made that YouTube short and it is live. And what's interesting is it's actually perhaps my least edited short of maybe about 22, 3 that I posted, and it had the highest watch viewed percentage. So it has like 67, 68% chose to view, whereas my next best was like 50. So that's crazy. Have to analyze that. And here's another video I'm gonna make. Title maybe will how I stay consistent even when I don't want to or don't feel like it, and we'll come up with a thumbnail. And then here's some of the points I want to make. So Power of Habit, a great book. Reduce Friction, weekly review, which is that's another video. Like a new job can be uncomfortable at first. You just got to keep going. And then I have, this is again a super old wireless charger that I use for my iPhone 16 here, which is actually what I film all my videos on. Now over here is a cheap tripod off of Amazon. This mount is also $1, and what I do when I'm filming videos on my iPhone is I'll put it in front of the computer and I do screen, I use a continuity camera and I set it up like that, and then it's the perfect height to point at me. Over here I just have the lamp, and then I have this, which I use as one side of, oh, it turned really blue because I guess it's daylight balanced. And then I have this other light over here, so I kind of have one on each side. And this is actually an LED bulb that I got at the dollar store that has an app to set the color temperature. So I have the color temperature in that light set to the same color temperature. You might see the blue tone. And then I would just kind of set those up. This one kind of bounces off the wall. It's not perfect. And then, gee, in this it looks like different color temperatures. The cheap light might be more wrong because that's $2, that's $100. And this is the setup right here. And then I have because the Apple mouse isn't as good, I have the Logitech, I think MX2 or something like that. And then I have this tripod or music stand from Amazon, which was about 30 bucks, which I move over here. I plug this into the computer, and then I use sometimes QuickTime. Let me sit down. Oh, and let me tell you this light too. So this is The DigiPower, got at Best Buy, 80 bucks a few years ago. You can set the brightness, the color temperature, tells you how much battery left, and you can plug it in and use it while it's plugged in. You don't have to wait for it to charge, but as you can see, 6 hours gives me a good run. So when I'm doing a video, I set up these lights, and now I'll show you part of my production on the computer here. So this is one of my notes. This is kind of where I keep ideas going. So some of these I have done. I like to keep the done ones on so I can remind myself what I've accomplished. A bunch more videos. Right here I'm working on one, I think. Let's see. I don't know, the video I'm making right now I thought was on here. Ultra low budget YouTube setup. So this is kind of how I do that. And then we have QuickTime, which is great because you can use QuickTime and go new movie. And so then it actually just disconnected my phone because it went to open up the continuity camera. But then in here you can select what microphone you want to use. When I had the blue, what is this? The Blue Snowball plugged in. So probably the next thing, and now what you've been waiting for, we are gonna go over to the whiteboard. And what is on the whiteboard right now? Let's start at the top. So thumbnail, title, and hook in that order, just to kind of remind myself what I need to focus on. And then I just kind of write down some thoughts and ideas, things to think about. So niche down, I need to think about very particularly what niche I'm gonna be, because just YouTube strategy is very large niche. There's tens of millions of people making YouTube videos. I want to niche down to something more specific, which I think will really work, maybe like for business owners. Pick one lane to learn from. So there's all these strategists. I've chosen Daryl Ebbs, who is a consultant for Mr. Beast and a ton of other big channels. He's not super popular on his own, but he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes if you really look into it. Shorts, then I said, okay, what kind of shorts do I need to make, and how does that strategy factor into my channel? So only when idea is too short for long form. So if I have something I want to say and I'm like, you know, I don't want to drag that opinion or thing out like this one. Stop chasing views, chase this instead. And I talk a quick thing, I'm like, that does not have to be it's just a thought I had one day. Let's share it with people. Got 500-600 views. And interestingly, it was my most, like I said, watch through. So then weekly update, and one of Daryl Ebbs' things is you want to have buckets. So what are my content buckets? I think one of my buckets, let me know guys, comment below if you like this idea. Weekly update and review videos on my channel. So maybe like once a week I'll make a video where I sit down, together we go through my analytics and look at the video, another or one or two or three videos I posted that week. Look, that deep dive in the analytics, what made it go well, what I learned this week, what I've changed, and that was this short here was kind of related to that. It worked, so that could be interesting. And then I have to kind of figure out my buckets. I might move that notes on my computer into like a spreadsheet where I can select categories. And then right here, how can I reduce friction from creating process, especially filming? So then I had here, I need SD card reader because this camera is very old, doesn't hook up directly, and I don't even have an SD card reader. So I use an old laptop, take the SD card out, put it in, download on the old laptop, and then put it in a cloud drive and then move it over to my iMac because nothing is interconnected. Like everything here is outdated. I just use my phone. And then a MagSafe mount. So the MagSafe mount is because over here I have that taller tripod, or even I'll get a second one of these that I can put the MagSafe and put the camera on there. Because when I'm trying to do a screen share video, sometimes I use the built-in webcam, but I like the higher quality. Imagine you're trying to operate and do a screen share video with this in your way. It can be very frustrating, so I often move it to the side. The lighting's not as good. I want to get some proper stuff. And then the wireless microphone, I'm looking at getting I think it's the Rode Wireless Go 3. And what I like about it is it has built-in onboard recording. So you can hook it up to your phone, hook it up to your computer or camera and record. But let's say like I'm doing right now, the audio was shot for whatever, the cable was loose, the battery was dead in the thing or whatever, and it doesn't record with the Rode. it has onboard recording. So even if it doesn't connect to the computer or phone properly, you can recover the audio later. Okay, I know that was super paced for this video. Hopefully it works out well. We'll see. I guess click over here or somewhere on the video for a YouTube what the algorithm recommends for you, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.